Hey, what's up? It's Eric Campbell from CTRL Camp, and today I want to put you on some free game. It's a super hack that will help you get sync placements faster than you can imagine. I'm talking about the art of making replacement songs. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's okay. Even a lot of people in sync aren't familiar with this, but it really is a way to make music supervisors your best friend in as little time as possible. So here's how it works. Sometimes a music supervisor or a production team will edit a scene, a trailer, or a commercial to a big name song, something super recognizable like Missy Elliott's Work It or Freedom by John Batiste. But then they can't use it. They can't use the song that they love. Maybe the clearance is too expensive, right? Because a song like Work It might cost the brand 7 figures for a 30-second ad. Now, some brands can afford that, but many can't. And there are other reasons why they may be unable to use the song. Maybe the rights are a mess. I know you wouldn't expect it, but even with major labels, sometimes the paperwork on a song is a mess. They don't know who all the writers are. They don't know everybody's publishing information. And when it comes down to licensing time, the deal falls apart because all the rights are not in order. And yeah, this happens even at major labels more often than you would expect. So for those and other reasons, like maybe the artist just doesn't want their music used in commercials, the production team is left with an ad that's already cut to a song that they can't use. Again, this happens a lot. I hear from supervisors all the time that this is a regular occurrence because creative directors tend to shoot content to music that they like. They shoot it to songs that inspire them. And they do this before they know whether a song is even legally available. So now they're stuck. They've already shot the commercial or the scene, and in order to avoid reshooting, they gotta find a song that feels very, very similar to the one they really wanted to use. So this is where you come in, the independent artist. Replacement songs are your shot to send them something fresh and original that still captures the emotion, the tempo, and the vibe of the original song. But here's the key. You're not copying, you're reinterpreting. You match the BPM, you might follow a similar dynamic arc, like if the big drop happens at 45 seconds in the temp song, then you maybe build your drop around that time too. Maybe you change the key and you definitely write your own top line melody. You gotta make it sound like you, just with the emotional elements that they're already responding to. It has to feel similar without sounding like a ripoff, and that is a line that's not easy to hit, but if you can hit it, I tell you the sky's the limit in sync licensing. Okay, let's dive deeper into this. If you're already making music in a certain lane, like pop, soul, trap, funk, whatever, if a brief comes in asking for a replacement that lives in your world, then it's almost a guaranteed win because you're not faking it. You're not chasing something that you don't do. You're delivering something authentic that just happens to fit the vision that they're looking for. And that's what supervisors love. Original music that fits the brief, is legally free and clear, and brings something new to the table. Now, the most important part about making a replacement song is matching the tempo. The video is cut to a song of a certain tempo, and often video editors are trying to match that BPM. So if your song has a shot at being the replacement song, it's got to match or be really, really close to that original BPM. I also recommend using the same or similar production elements as the song being replaced. In other words, if the song is from a rock band that has a bass guitar with a lot of distortion on it, and an electric guitar running to a vintage amp with some additional distortion on it, and a second guitar doing lead melodies that may be washed in reverb, and there's a drum set that's recorded really tight and there's not a lot of reverb on that, you want to understand all those production elements, and you don't have to copy them exactly, but I personally try to get really, really close to that because that contributes to the vibe that the editors in the original production team has fallen in love with. Now, if you feel some kind of way about creating this way, remember there was a time where every band used the exact same instruments. A drum set, a guitar, a bass, and a vocalist, and still somehow they were able to write millions of songs that did not sound like each other. Now, in addition to matching the production elements, I also recommend following the arrangement or song structure. Personally, I'll put the original song in my DAW and I'll set up markers to note the arrangement structure. So there's 8 bars of a verse and then a 2-bar break and then a chorus followed by a short break and a 12-bar verse. I will mark that precisely so that I can follow that arrangement, because in the arrangement, things like the edit points and breaks, those all are also things that the video producers and editors loved, and I want to try to make sure that I have that in my song. Remember, melody is copyrightable, lyrics are copyrightable, but arrangements, BPM, song structure, lyrical themes, those are all up for grabs, and they actually help me to create content faster because I can focus on the things that need to be original. So, how do you put this into practice? How do you know what unavailable songs are heavily used by production teams and editors? How do you know what replacement songs are most needed? I'm going to make this really easy for you. Starting now, inside Control Camp, we're posting real replacement song briefs. These are the actual reference tracks supervisors are trying to replace. We get emailed all the time asking for these replacement songs, and I've compiled a living list of the most frequent ones that we see. These are the ones that my team and I see repeatedly, which means there's a good chance we're going to be asked for them again. So if you jump on these, the next time someone asks for this replacement song, I might be able to send them yours. So if you want to stop guessing and start creating replacement songs that actually get placed, go to the submissions page inside the Control Camp membership site. See if there are any in the list that align with your artist sound, and then get to work. Remember, it's totally free to join Control Camp, and it's totally free to submit to these opportunities. The only requirement is that you take and pass the Sync 101 course, and that's absolutely free as well. We just want to make sure that only the people who are educated on the business of sync submit to these sync opportunities. So get educated, start writing those replacement songs, and I look forward to seeing your submission. All right, if you got any questions about this, drop them in the comments, and we'll be talking to you soon.